King's Fall, labelled by some as the greatest raid ever created. Labelled by me as that raid where a massive horny boy slams plates and gets angry when you claim his small taken balls. In all seriousness though, I fucking love this raid, and yet again, heading into this with a random ass LFG team meant it would be pure lottery on whether I get a good team or not. Luckily for me, God had me in his favour and gave me a fucking great raid team. We fucking love that shit. From Totems to that big horny boy, it's time for me to take you all on an incredible journey through King's Fall. If you go on to enjoy this video, be sure to press that red button below. It's pretty hard to fucking miss. It has the word subscribe embedded within, so press that, please. Without further ado, well, no, actually, there is one more further ado. I have a fucking massive ulcer on my tongue right now. So if I sound like a fucking idiot, that is why. Don't fucking click off a video because of it, though, because that's fucking mean. If you click off a video because I have an ulcer and I can't talk properly, that's just fucking horrible. But anyway, without further ado, let's make like a Jaffa cake and get into this shit show. Now, none of my raid review intros will be complete without an absolute dogshit build, which will guarantee me the most middle class damage for each encounter. So, for this attempt, we're going for Warden's Motherflopping Law. I'm going PG now, it's just nasty on the sticks. With the Icolos Sniper, nowhere near God rolled, but fuck it, we do not give a single shit as I'm about as casual as the morning wind. And the final weapon being Black Spit. Sorry. Whisper of the Worm. Great weapon, definitely isn't a remake of a legendary weapon for the second time. Combine them smexy weapons with none other than Golden Gun Celestial Nighthawk, and we have, as I said, the most middle of the pack setup you'll ever see. Now let's go and put some balls in some statues. Not like that, get your mind out of the gutter, you dirty fucking bastard. So the first encounter, if you even want to call it that, is all about ad clearing. No, shit, sorry. It's about getting orbs and placing them in some hive statue, arseholes or something like that for two people. For the other four motherfuckers, you are ad clearing. And the only thing I really have to mention about this encounter is it me who have taken Minotaurs in this area a lot more black than usual? Like, usually these motherfuckers are a good like 60-40 ratio split. But here, these boys have gone up on the scale. These boys went straight to like 80-20. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it's literally the only thing I can really say about this encounter, because it is literally just fucking ad clearing until eventually your mates, or in my case, some random men I met 5 minutes ago who love to take a piss out my accent, place the final orbs down, and big horny boy allows you deeper into a dreadnought using some fucking black magic. This ulcer's really starting to hurt. Like, it hurts. Now I know what you're thinking. Surely there's an exciting encounter ahead, you know. One I can really get behind. No. Welcome to Michael Scott Simulator.
Truck to refrigerators to dumpster, 360 spin onto the palace, backflip gainer into the trash can.
Yeah.
Parkour!
I'm right behind you, Andy. Come on. Yeah.
Parkour.
In this very infuriating room, you'll be hopping, skipping, and jumping in between hive tomb ships. Now, much to my shock, none of my newfound best friends use some sort of insane movement tech to get across here, which I have to say made me quite proud to know there were still some people who play the game who don't try so fucking hard that they start sweating from every follicle their body produces. I, of course, was the last one across, as I decided the best way to do this jumping puzzle was to kill myself, miss the ship, and miss the ship again, before eventually being kindly guided by a lovely man who we'll call Simon. I don't fucking know his name, but I'm fucking ass names, okay? As soon as I was off the tomb ships, I abandoned Simon because loot is more important than friendship, and got shafted by the shittest rolled smite of Moraine a man could ask for. Serves me right, because that is Karma 101, ladies and gentlemen. Next encounter, we got Annihilator, not the GTA helicopter, the Totems. Basically, this is just a giant gauntlet type encounter of sitting on a totem with a brand, running back into the centre to deposit your brand, killing a whiz and a knight, and then running back down to swap brands. It's piss easy, and I genuinely don't understand how motherfuckers fail on this shit. I mean, like, did you not do fucking sports day at school? Did you not do a relay race within that sports day? You're fucking dumb. Go outside, touch some grass, and you'll learn the basic mechanics of this encounter. Anyway, cheeky Yasmin pull here, which got insta-dismantled as it was shit, and we finally move on to our first boss, which means I can put more than one paragraph per encounter within my script. fucking A. Finally, welcome to the first boss, and may I introduce you to Kevin the Overgrown Knight, aka Oryx's Warpriest. I mean, let's be real, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, Warlord I'd understand, but what the fuck is a Warpriest? Does this motherfucker send the troops off to a battle and then just sit in his gaff and just pray? Just prays for fucking war to end? I don't get it. Anyway, enough about this fucking guy and his weird-ass battle plan and name. Let me talk to you about the mechanics, the favourite part of everybody's raid. That makes no fucking sense, but we ball. Now, for this run, I was left side reader, and that means I was actually important for once in my life. I was reasonably wiped twice. But apart from that, my job was to step on a plate when told to do so, and if I was on the last to step, I'd be carrying the brand over to where we'd be dealing some big boy damage to this bloke, which in this run was right hand side of the arena. And if I wasn't last on the plate, I had to look up to heaven, pray to God I don't die, kill a knight, and swap brand with my teammate to prevent us all from getting cataclysmised by the Warpriest's meaty cock. So as you can see on your 65-inch flat screen TV, we're dealing damage, which on a side note was fucking unreal considering we use zero tactics for this cunt. I quote one of the fire team members literally saying, "Fuck it, we ball, use what you want." The majority of us used Whisper, however there was an absolute menace among us using Merciless. As I said though, we dealt damage, went ahead and hid behind one of the Warpriest's massive pillars, which he conveniently placed in the room to provide us a way of killing him. Goal of Kevin. Then we rinsed and repeated that whole scenario one more time because we're insane and we're able to two-phase this man on an encounter where most LFG teams disband. Mine became closer together, and I have to say, this is already a top 5 raid team for me, even if one of them did call me Scouse, which is highly fucking offensive, and I would press charges if I knew who it was. Only problem is, they all sounded the fucking same. Rest in peace my defamation case. Now, while this absolutely elite pro level gameplay is on the screen, I just want to take a second to talk about the pedestal that this encounter slash boss fight is held upon, Golgoroth. Now, the main perspective is that this encounter is literally the best thing ever fucking made. However, I have one question. Why? Like, don't get me wrong, great encounter, shit's fun as fuck. Love the moving damage phase, the cursed fraud debuff, which you can blow him up with. That shit's all fucking sick, all well and good. But other than that, unless you're taking guys, this encounter is literally ad clear and then move on to damage. Like, I think it's a tier A boss battle, but I don't know about greatest of all time settings for this fucking ugly sperm bank looking ass. Intestines inside out of his body, head looking like a spider's leg, mouth with stage 5 gum disease, definitely has super chlamydia dickhead. Anyway, run over, time to shoot some sperm sacks, stand in some sperm pools and shoot big old Golgoroth here. Such an ugly fucking name. I'm going to call my son Golgoroth just to see how hard he gets bullied. As you can see though, not great damage by the team here, usually a pretty easy one phase, but my team threw harder than Arshad Nadim and we had to move on to a quick second phase. Not gonna lie, at this point ammo economy wasn't looking too hot for my Whisper, and this is the second encounter in a row I've run out of ammo. So the I-class sniper came in so fucking clutch, I am now fiending for a god rolled weapon. Back to damage phase now, and as you can see I've been infected with Golgoroth's HIV, first turned him into a cursed troll for 6 seconds, so I made like one of them explodey boys and transported my ball fluids back to Golgoroth. Not in time though, as the boys had turned that man into mush, which now leads me to believe I have permanently contracted this bald-headed, creatine-sniffing, sewer-smelling, trench-foot having, blind, disgusting, jelly-looking ass motherfuckers STIs. In that case, I'll call them ST hives. Fuck my life, bro. That's actually shit. It looks worse. It's fucking, that's bad. Swiftly moving on then to the final short little parkour puzzle we've got within this ride. It's none other than Dick Wall. Yep, that's what it's called. Don't care. Now, I got flung off this bitch twice, and one fire team member begged us to carry him through because he was being profusely penetrated by each and every 55-inch long and very fucking girthy penis that lay on the wall. Thankfully though, me and the boys made it, and we came to the hardest jumping puzzle of the day. Jumping up this crystal spire thing to reach sisters, the jumping puzzle. I'm being sarcastic, but we were waiting about 2 minutes for one of our boys to join us. All good though, because we had basically become lifelong friends at this point. Lifelong friends who would never speak to one another after this raid. It is what it is. All good things come to an end. Let's not get sad because it's time for sisters. And now, yes, these are the same wizards as earlier, just rehashed and redesigned to make you think they're not. The mechanic for this was to come torn between realities, which basically meant you are a fucking taken scumbag. My role for this was L1 and L2 cover, but because I'm like a prime N'Golo Kante, I covered all the fucking plates. Sadly, I didn't get torn for this checkpoint, so my role was pretty fucking boring. Nevertheless, my day was greatly brightened up when I heard one of the boys using Eyes of Tomorrow for damage. Pretty sure it was the same guy who used Merciless for Warpriest, and if it was, he's truly the fucking chosen one and should be out in the Destiny Hall of Fame. If they had one, that is. Which I'm pretty sure they would if Pete Parsons cared more about this game than he does his classic car collection. Cunt. As you can see, we took down Sister 1, who I like to call Screaming Cunt Bag, and then moved on to Sister 2, who I like to call, get ready, it's very fucking creative, Screaming Cunt Bag 2. J.K. Rowling, I'm coming for your fucking job. Made pretty fucking light work of that bitch and got some more useless rewards before finally moving on to the final checkpoint, which is of course none other than the big horny boy himself, Oryx. Now Oryx in D2 is 10 times better than he is in D1. With the addition of mines to set up damage, it just makes it a bit more trickier but so much more fun, as you actually have to pay attention now instead of just being torn, killing ogres and knights, and fucking having one brain cell. I also love this boss fight based on the fact that there are 5 different locations you can deal damage to him, all of these being L1, L2, R1 and R2 plates, and of course his final stand position, which is at the end of the arena, not the fucking front, you dumbass. I know exactly who you are as well. It's the front, shut the fuck up, bro, shut up, shut up. Anyway, luckily for this one I was able to farm content like a prime combine harvester because I actually became torn. Yeah. Fuck yeah, here I am, look, ascending the slimy stone pillars and grabbing the brand. Yep, that's it. Oryx then called forward the darkness or some shit, opened up his heart, which I actually thought was quite cute if you think about it, a fucking little lovebird for anyone. Still invested in the Eyes of Tomorrow plot, by the way. Don't worry, our boy's still using that shit, and using that shit fucking well. I asked if it was okay for me to use the Lament for damage, to which I was profusely told to go and fuck myself. Sucks to be them, I would have put all-time damage numbers out. Nevertheless, nearly one-phased this guy, but was nowhere near one-phasing him, so I watched my newfound friends who had rapidly fell into the family category of my life enter Oryx's secret party. Sadly, I wasn't invited. Not sure I'd want to go anyway. I just feel like it would be similar to the one out of the boys, you know, like fucking episode 2 or some shit, season 1. Yeah, that one. Thankfully, they returned physically unharmed but mentally scarred, and we entered into damage phase part 2, to which of course we dominated this man in the bedroom and used some deploying cuckoldery tactics to lead him to the end of the room. Once there, he once again attempted to call upon the darkness, to which we replied, nah. And yeah, again, finger blasted this man so hard his lifeless corpse drifted into the gassy depths of Saturn. Fuck me, I should actually be an author because I feel like I've reeled myself. That's fucking insane writing from me, but do you not feel like fucking hooked? That is fucking... With Oryx down though, ladies and gentlemen, that brings to an end the King's reign, thus this being the King's fall. Bro, I need to sign a contract with like Disney. That shit's pure poetry. That's fucking beautiful, man. Like, what's that fucking book review penguin? Yeah. Hold your fucking horses and don't click off the video yet, bro, because we're going to put this bitch in the tier list. And of course, it goes nowhere else other than S tier. The literal best ride we've completed so far. Still holds up in every single aspect. It's long enough to keep me hooked, but not too long to the point I'm falling asleep. The fucking greatness of this raid is fucking out of this world. From the skyboxes, to the boss fights, to even the fucking parkour puzzles. This raid is absolute cinema. And it's even better when you have a competent fire team like this one was. As on top of this though, I am currently scouring Destiny 1 LFG groups to go ahead and head into Wrath of the Machine. That's right, my man dem, the grind don't stop. So be on the lookout for that, which will be dropping very soon. Make sure you like and subscribe and let me know what content you'd like to see in the future. I hope you all win the lottery tonight so we can all get a shared jackpot of £3.50, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.